My name is Maria Taroutina. I'm a PhD candidate in the History of Art department here at Yale. And the idea for this conference came out of conversations between my fellow graduate student, Roland Betancourt, and myself, based on our shared interest in the formal, conceptual, and theoretical connections between the art of the Byzantine Empire and that of modernity. I am a modernist with an outside interest in Byzantium, and Roland is a Byzantinist who is interested in modernism, so in many ways it was a match made in heaven. We are both humbled and grateful for the amount of support that we have received in the past few months, both within and outside of the Yale community. And as such, we have quite a few people to thank for helping us reach this stage. First and foremost, we would like to extend our thanks to the faculty and graduate students in the History of Art department for their support and encouragement of this project, and especially to Professors Rob Nelson, Alexander Nemerov, David Joslett, and Tim Barringer, who guided and encouraged us when the conference was just a fanciful idea advanced by 2 graduate students. Special mention must also go to Dr. Martina Droth and Professors George Surimis and Sally Promy, all of whom lent invaluable moral and financial support to us when the project was in its nascent stage. We would also like to thank our colleagues, Magdalene Breidenthal, Lindsay Riordan, and Samuel Ray Jacobson for helping us with the practical logistics this weekend. In addition, we would like to acknowledge the dedication and energy of our business manager, Nicole Chartier, whose hard work was instrumental to the success of this conference. Needless to say, this conference would not have happened without the very generous funding that we received from a number of academic departments and institutions at Yale. Many thanks must go to the Office of the Provost and of the Secretary, to the Dean's Fund, the Charles Gourladet Trumbull Lectureship, the Modern Greek Association and Hellenic Studies, the History and History of Art departments, and the Graduate and Professional Student Senate. We are likewise very grateful to the Religious Studies Department, the Yale Institute of Sacred Music, the Martin Kellig Fund in the Classics Department, the Kayate Fund at the Council on Middle East Studies at the Macmillan Center, and the European Studies Council with a Title VI U.S. Department of Education grant. Finally, many thanks must go to the Beinecke Library, the Yale Center for British Art, and the Yale Art Gallery, which is allowing us to use this wonderful auditorium tonight. We would also like to use this opportunity to thank the panel chairs and our many speakers who have very generously agreed to participate in the conference. And last but not least, I would like to thank my co-organizer, Roland Betancourt, without whose vision, creativity, energy, and industriousness this conference would have never materialized. And on that note, I'd like to pass the podium on to him for a few opening remarks. Thank you again for coming.
Thank you, Maria. And I mean, I just have to return all the thanks that she gave me to her, because this really wouldn't have been at all possible or have even begun if she had not approached me and said, why don't we do something about this? And it has clearly spiraled beyond our wildest imaginations, and it's a great experience, and I'm so happy to be here today. So I'd like to just begin with some opening remarks and introduction to the conference, and I hope that many of our speakers will find a little bit of each and one of them in this introduction, because you were all in mind as I wrote this. So I'll begin now.